Hello everyone, welcome to Real with Maisel. केन्नाय तुमकां सपोज सुकी भाजीची रूच बा येयली तुमी खूंय थंय म्हाका जाल्यार एकूच प्लेस लायक जाता ते म्हणल्यार काफे टाटो. सो आयज हांव आसा द वेरी फेमस काफे टाटो हाचे ओनर्स आहा फुडें मिस्टर प्रणव दुरी एंड मिस्टर अंकीत दुरी. वेलकम तुमकां.
Thank you.
And it's really nice to see you both. Okay. So let us start. काफे टाटो हाची सुरवात कशी जाली आनी केन्ना जाली?
Cafe Tattochi Survat was in 1913. That's the first bills that we have. आणि त्यांना ताका हिंदू उपहारगृह ह्या नांव आशिल्लें.
Okay.
So started by my great grandfather. So he used to be addressed as Tato.
Okay.
ताका तातो म्हणून उलो मारताले आणि that is how तात्यागेर या चायेक तातो कडेन भाजी खावपाक या. That is how the name stuck for the restaurant.
Tato अशें
Then it was
पडलें.
adopted as Tato.
Okay, because I didn't know Tato म्हणल्यार it means uncle I suppose, no? Uncle or Tato म्हणल्यार कितें?
A respected
Respected
person.
person.
Okay,
yeah, like
तशें
a Tato.
तशें. All right.
Fondly
That's how-
called for Kaka or something like that.
So that's like a word said for that. That's how so they are important. And people know where Tato is, I think so. Even you'll have outlet in Pato also, I think, no?
We have outlet in Pato. We have an outlet. Our second outlet was in Margao.
Okay.
That's
near
almost 30 years, 30,
30
32
years.
years old.
All right.
more than
Third-
that. 35, 36 years. 1990.
Yeah, it will be more only, I
I
suppose.
think 93 that we started in Margao.
Okay. So that 33 years, 32, 33 years. Yes.
So then we opened up the Pato outlet. That was the third one. Then again the KTC one. Relatively new one is the Gogol outlet. And now Mapsa is in pipeline.
Okay. Fine. Okay. So तुमचे त्या ह्या रेस्टॉरंटाचे टाटो फेवरेट आयटम्स कितें लोकांचे?
I think Suki Bhaji Puri has to be.
Buns can be another.
Yeah.
So this now they're saying suki bhaji puri or buns as a taste to get the same taste. I think it's been so many years now and as my parents also have visited here and teji parents are yelali astuli and they always tell that taste is still that same taste asa tumso kai changes down. So what is that secret tumi dolla? Everyone is falling in love with this recipe, tell me.
Love.
Love, no? But how do you really maintain all this because I think chefs come and go but the walla to me sarke that's really important.
I think we see to it that there's a personal presence at all the outlets of ours.
Okay.
So there's a family member who looks after.
Other than that,
putting
also
our
we've got our standards set now. Over the years, we all know how to make it. One thing. And also like he said, we keep a personal touch, but then now also we have a standard recipe or
Yeah, like
standard
the same
procedures
goes
that we
everywhere.
follow that.
Yeah, and as you said, personally to me like it's really good because I think first original outlet असतं त्यांना people give more love there and then once you grow, no one goes there. It's like recipe dili and it's over. But it's good to hear that Suki Bhaji is an emotion for Goans, okay? But how did this happen for Suki Bhaji? What do you feel about that? Like तुम्ही तुमचे केन्ना तुमकां डॅडीन सांगलां बी अशें like how it happened really for Suki Bhaji only?
I think more than we creating it, I think it's the love from people that we got for the bhaji has kept it the same for over a period of time.
Yeah, but as in म्हणजे आता there are Suki Bhaji जायते कडेन मेळटा in many other restaurants. But I think in Cafe Tato it is preferred more.
I think our trademark was the smaller cut of the
Yeah.
potatoes.
Okay.
And the Suki Bhaji doesn't have onion or
Garlic in it.
That's Cafe Tato आता तुमचे vegetarian, correct? So even after having so many non-veg restaurants in Panjim in Goa, why do you think people are still coming here? Why it is
I think
making it special for veg?
it's comfort food for a lot of Goans. Lokang Cafe Tato they know what they want to eat and they know that it will come the same every single time they order it. So I think that is why people prefer to come when they know that this is going to be something that can be expected and that will be delivered to them.
Yeah.
And that's what we try to keep our standards to as well, that every time someone comes, they should have the same experience. They should not go back disappointed.
Okay. During COVID times, it was a tough time for all restaurants, I suppose. how did that how did you get going even after COVID happened? Was it difficult for you
I
guys?
think amongst all the outlets, only 2 of the outlets were operational.
Okay.
The Pancham, the city one, and Marga, the one which is opposite the collectorate.
Okay.
So we were open only for takeaways and counter sales basically.
Mm-hmm.
The sit out was completely stopped. And we had to, we started off with deliveries as well. Swiggy and Zomato were not active at that point of time.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to start with our own home deliveries. And we cut down on staff basically. We had to because most of them left for their
Mm-hmm.
native places, and that's how we managed the place.
Okay.
It was for a month or so.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
tough because drastic drop in sales.
Exactly.
People couldn't move out,
Yes,
so couldn't blame
yes.
anyone. But I think as soon as we announced that we were opening for takeaways and deliveries, people were very happy. Both in Panjim and Margao, they came in the mornings to take the parcels, or they called in for deliveries previous day, because we used to do deliveries at 7 in the morning, so people
Okay.
would pre-book a day prior.
Yeah. All
Because
right.
that was the message put out. So first round, then we used to take the car and go all around Panjim, finish deliveries and come back. And even in Margao, it was the same.
We remember we did few of the deliveries ourselves as well. Going to people's houses.
Yeah, because that time it was very difficult for everyone. And good, you all kept it, still kept it that way because I have seen most of the restaurants are closed now after COVID because of this reason only. You couldn't manage things, and there's no sales, and you cannot keep your staff also. But good to see that it's still there and it's actually flourishing more now. Okay. I heard that once Sachin Tendulkar visited this place, Tato. So what's the story behind that? How did he come to know the Tato, or just visited like a random visit? Was it that?
So he's been a fan of our buns apparently for a very long time. So he came to the Margao outlet once and he ordered for a takeaway. No one knew he had come.
All right.
So he was sitting in the car. Once he left, the security runs to the counter and he's like, Sachin was there in the car.
So the next time he decided to visit, he came early morning, and I got a call from the team saying, "Come over." I think person who was getting in called me and said, "I'm getting Sachin, please come." And then he ordered suki bhaji, arsana, buns, puri, and tea, and he really enjoyed it at that point of time. And he asked he asked someone to shoot a video, and we didn't expect that he'll post it or anything, but
I am in Goa at Cafe Tattoo. They started this chain of restaurants in 1913. So I thought Goa mein aate hai sab, so the first thing they want to do is have seafood, fish, prawns, वगैरह सब. I am here at a local restaurant, a small place, but they make some delicious food. This is alsande. In Marathi mein I can say ki similar to chauli, but the locals call it alsande. Patata bhaji, which is delicious. Puri, pav, and it looks like puri, but it's called buns. In Goa they call it buns. It's made out of banana. This is delicious. Thoda sweet hai, but it's superb. Really enjoy my local breakfast in Goa.
one fine day I was here, and my phone just started blasting with messages. Have you seen your Instagram? Have you seen who's posted? And we were all taken by surprise, and we were very humbled that he actually posted about it, and he said so many good things. So suddenly, buns became Sachin buns.
People actually
And,
came in asking for alsana bhaji and the buns that
Oh,
Sachin had
okay,
posted
okay.
about. We even served a breakfast buffet for his family at his house as
Once,
well.
yeah.
Oh.
Here in Goa.
At his place. All right. That's nice. Really. Okay, so you both are the third generation or fourth generation?
Fourth gen.
Fourth generation. So I don't know if how was it to take charge from third generation, and what are the challenges you all faced? what exactly did you all face? What challenges you all faced?
So I think our parents were used to the traditional methods. It's same old Ashila. So we had to get in more technical things, basically softwares, and now I think Swiggy and Zomato are trending. So we had to get on board with Swiggy and Zomato as well. So that was another part. And actually our parents were they gave us a good freedom to decide on whatever things that we wanted to do. So like even Petisco for that matter, which was a completely different concept from Cafe Tato. And they gave us the freedom to experiment with our thoughts, even for Vida. So these are completely, we were always into veg food, and this is a fusion food concept that we serve over here with curated cocktails and stuff. Vida is more of a Goan-centric and multi-cuisine kind of a place. So we are blessed actually that our parents were always supportive of whatever we wanted to do.
Yeah, because most of the times it doesn't happen like that. I mean, they still want to take the charge, even if their children are there. Okay. Which part of Cafe Tato do you think should not be changed, no matter what it, even if it grows into a very big empire, someday? What do you think? One thing it shouldn't be changed in Cafe Tato.
I would say the core menu should remain the same, which will remain the same anyways, because our bhajis and puris and buns and pav and mirchis is what got us here. So even if there's innovation, I think that core thing should remain, and it's going to remain the same, continuing forward, and the quality was going to remain the same.
Okay. So when you speak about Petisco and Vida, all right, how did both of you come up with those restaurants, the new restaurant, the new vision? How did it happen? Because you wanted to try something non-veg, or was it something else in mind?
So Petisco actually came about from my travel and when I was working. So I was wanting to start a restaurant of my own, and wanted to move away from the traditional tatos and do something different. So this idea was born through the idea of keeping it small plates like how we have it in tatos as well, but giving a different perspective on the same ingredients that we've grown up eating. So it's locally sourced ingredients, but presented in a global way, inspired from mine and the team's travel journey and work experiences. So it's a culmination of efforts that's come for this place.
And what about Vida?
Vida, I'd say, actually if you go to see in Marga, we have a very limited options to choose from. Unlike Panjim, we have ample of choices for good restaurants. Marga, we always had the traditional multi-cuisine restaurants, and we wanted to, for Vida, wanted to have a casual dining space wherein it's not really formal dining experience, and a Goan-centric menu. Initially, it started off with traditional Saraswat Goan food, wherein we used to serve kanji as well on the menu. Then as the time changed, and we had to adapt with the customer base that we had, and the menu changed slightly and had to adapt to the customer requirements. So that was more of Vida's point of view.
Okay. So how do you divide this responsibility without dividing the respect among yourselves? When it comes to tattoo, I mean.
I think we all take charge of different locations. So it's in the family. So like I said, it's dad and his brothers, plus now the fourth generation, which is me, him, and two more of my cousins.
Okay.
So we have an understanding between each other of which outlet who's going to take care of, and we all know how to maintain the standards and quality. So that is how it's growing, and that is the direction we've decided to take. So keeping it together, but at the same time managing it differently.
Okay. So does it feel like sometimes, suppose there's good sales in Panjim or there's less sales in Margaon, do you feel like you need to exchange your jobs, your responsibilities there? Does it feel sometimes when the sales number is more there and it is less here, like Ankit, please let me go there, and you come here. Does it happen anytime? It's just a question.
Not really. I think
Not
we
really, not
help each other out whenever needed. Like, if someone's going for a travel and
Yeah.
hand is needed, that is when we.
Okay, that's nice.
Go and
That's nice.
assist.
Okay. I don't know now. I need to ask you all only because I think you must be knowing this since your dad's were third generation. तुमचे पहिले training घेतलेले. आणि what was if you know anything about that? किती एक बड़ा difficult decision तेणी घेतलेलो your fathers that you all know about.
I think when my father took over, he was 16 and the rest of them were still studying, rest of his brothers were still studying. He used to come, so we had a house in Nerul, so he used to come every day in the morning to take care of the place with my grandfather. And eventually his dad joined, my other uncles joined in. I think a difficult phase was when the building was being renovated and we didn't know where to do. I think that is when we took up the canteen in GMC
Okay.
for a while to run. Then coming back and setting up here again with a smaller space than what we had before the building was constructed. That was a challenge. And then I think one gutsy move that happened was when they decided to open the second branch in Margao. I think that was
Very challenging.
very
thing.
challenging.
Because
decision.
traveling from Panjim to Marga
That's what-
every
Because no
day.
one had base there at that
Yeah,
point
yeah.
of time.
Yeah, because
was-
obviously Panjim though is like close by for us.
Correct. They were used to this particular side of
Yeah.
Two
the.
different locations. Yeah. So he was handling both of them together.
No,
There are four
brothers were
Four
there.
brothers,
Four
yeah.
brothers.
So they were, like, already-
Yeah, by that time they were already. I think my dad started coming to the hotel in 1976.
Okay.
If I'm not wrong.
Okay.
After my great grandfather passed away, when my grandfather was handling, and then eventually everyone joined in as they completed their studies.
Two of the
and
brothers
education.
were based in Marga and two of them were in Panjim.
And, all right. All right. So that's why it's easier for you guys
Yeah.
to manage.
Then it was easier for us to manage.
Okay. Any one dish which is personal to you guys, will I attach to it?
I'm attached to the Bhaji Puri because I think
Same goes for me, the mixed bhaji and the.
Okay, okay. So you guys have grown up around Thato, building Thato. How does it feel? Has it shaped you in a different way? Growing up in that scenario where you have seen your fathers, coming up with this, doing the hard work, going every day to the restaurant and doing all these things. Has it shaped you in a way that you felt like even I should join this business, or was it like, that is mage tuka business ile, how they say it?
I think we all.
Take over.
I wanted to
Yeah.
be in the business
Okay.
for a while. So
Yeah.
I knew while growing up that I want to do this because I always used to follow my dad around in the kitchen or go to the other places, and I liked it. I liked the vibe. So I was always into food and drink side. He is an engineer,
All right.
so his story is.
But you
interesting.
had the love for food.
Yes, so
He loves food and
To eat or to prepare? Or to,
to
make? I mean,
eat.
to eat.
He loves to eat. And his taste palette is much finer than anyone else's in the family.
Oh.
He'll know the spices, he'll know
Alright,
the
okay.
taste, his smell, sense of smell is very good. So
So for me, I used to help out my dad during my vacations and stuff. I used to be at the counter, help him out with the billing and
Billing.
stuff. And I was always fond of being at the restaurant. So I remember even after school, I used to go there, have my lunch at times. And even after engineering, I had only two things. I was supposed to go abroad. If I had gone abroad, I wouldn't have come back to India. So I had to take a call between the two. And I knew I had, at some point of time, I had to take over from my father as well. And I was always fond of the business any which way, so it was good for me as well.
I think how it's shaped us up is because we've seen them keeping the consistency going for as long as I've understood things. And that was a challenge when we came into the business, is to keep those standards. Because you usually see with a lot of people that once the hand changes when someone else takes over. There's a dip in quality. So that challenge, it was challenging for us to keep it the same and keep the expectations of the people at the same time. I think it still is, you know, to just keep doing what we're doing. Yeah.
You have to say something on this?
I think another good thing that we have learned from our parents, they were always grounded no matter what.
That's really important, I suppose.
And another good thing about us as well, considering all the four brothers, we were also motivated enough to take the business ahead, try out new things. That's what has driven us for now.
I have to seen most of the people like business owners, you know, the first generation who actually get into that, and then the second generation doesn't want to enter in it. You know, yes, definitely with the support, and if your parents are encouraging you, it's always that way. But very rare I have seen that people are continuing. At least now, I've not seen that. Like if the business is done with the father and the mother, the child doesn't take up that. He will go in some other line. It's really good to see you guys, you know, even after engineering and everything, you're a chef, I suppose, and it's good to see that you are continuing with the, you know, the trend, the traditional, and keeping it alive. Yeah. So Tato stays connected to Goan culture. How would you ensure that it will remain this way only, till maybe for the next generation coming up? What can you say about that? तुमका किती दिसता like आता तुम्ही आता like how you are, you know, very encouraging and very motivated to do so much. The next generation would be doing the same thing. What do you feel about that?
No idea about the next generation. फुडल्या generation कितें करतलो ते cover
But do you have any कितें पण हा अशें hope आहा
No, I
दिसता
think
तुका?
I think the idea would be now to set a tone where whether we are there or we are not there, it still runs the same. You know, I think that is our goal. आमचो आता aim असा की even if we are there, we are not there, the business should remain the same.
Business shouldn't be dependent on
It
anyone.
shouldn't depend.
Correct.
Yeah, it shouldn't depend on us or our presence or anyone from the family. Tomorrow, you never know. Maybe the next generation doesn't want to take it up,
Exactly.
doesn't want to continue. Company still has to run. It still has to make money.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think if you guys, you know, like how your parents have motivated you guys, if you did the same thing, I'm not sure because the generation now, you can't really tell.
You can't really say because
Yeah.
the present generation is completely different from us millennials basically.
That's right. That's
I
right.
mean, we are completely different from our parents' generation.
Exactly.
There are so
Yeah.
many
There are
thoughts.
different. Yes.
There's so much difference of opinion with regards to our thoughts as well. So when it comes to the next generation, you never know what their thought process will be. Maybe they'll go back to
You never know.
traditional ways.
Yeah, you never know, right? What do you think are your responsibilities when it comes to preserving this Goan tradition food? Not only about Tato, I'm talking about in general. Suppose any Goan food, you know, what do you feel about that? How would you preserve it in a way for the future generation?
Of course, I think that's something that we've grown up with, and that you see so many recipes that are lost from the previous generation at the moment, and which are very difficult to trace. At least what we can do is try to document, and back then there was no document. At least try to document whatever recipes are there, so that even in the future, if it's needed to be sought after, there is a place to find it. And it's not just Goan recipes, it's about, I think, traditional Indian recipes in general. You need to.
I remember we used to go to our farmhouse with our granny to pick up fruits and stuff. And,
Okay.
we're using those similar stories at Patisco as well to curate drinks and showcase our cocktails using those particular ingredients at times.
What advice would you give Amchikon Goans Haitanka who want to start a food business?
Let him take
Yeah,
that question
anyone
first.
can answer. He can do
Nah,
it.
I'll answer. Let him answer.
Yeah.
I always feel food business is very challenging, especially with all the compliances that we have to go through. And it's good to see more Goan people coming into the business rather than outsiders taking over the entire Goan business line. So you feel good when you see your fellow Goans restaurants doing well or growing. It's always only thing, the licensing part is a bit challenging. That's what I feel, my personal opinion. And I think that's more about it.
I think what I would say for a budding restaurateur or someone who wants to start a restaurant, rather than focusing on anything else, focus on the product. If your product is good, if your food does the talking, if your drinks do the talking, you will get success. You just need to be patient for the word to spread. Don't give in to all the social media gimmicks and all those things. I think focus on your product, focus on building your product, and that is what matters at the end of the day.
It's always comparatively easy to start a place, but sustaining in the long run is the difficult part.
Okay, I have a question here. Like your fathers, your parents, Tani Janna start kelle when they took over, that time social media nahali.
No.
How do they promote that time? And ata now the social media is there. It's easier to promote. Most of the people are on there.
I think then
Difference.
there was no such thing as
It was word of
promotion.
mouth,
It was only
basically.
word of mouth. And I think Azuni, the best marketing for you is word of mouth. You always trust someone who gives you a good opinion. No matter how good a thing looks on social media or your phone or till you taste it, you can never have an opinion about it.
Yeah, because nowadays people, some of them, I mean, not everyone, some of them pay the food influencers to say good about their food.
I think 90-95%
Yeah,
of the
because I've been fooled many times after visiting the restaurant in many places. But I don't know how to say it, but I think it's time for people to understand that you cannot buy this people,
Yeah, that's
the
what I'm
food,
saying.
the food, the taste, actually pulls you back.
Yeah.
taste should
Gets you
do the
back.
talking,
Yeah.
basically.
Yes, because
For me, the happiest moment is when a person comes back again or tells me that I'm going to be back again to try more things.
correct.
Listening to people once they enjoy your food is the best part. It makes your day, basically. You actually feel good about it
Yeah.
when people compliment your food. And
That's right. So, have you received any awards or anything like anything you've been recognized?
Yeah,
Your restaurant.
for Cafe Tato, we've just received this year an award from the CM for iconic
brands
yeah,
of Goa.
Nice.
of Goa. Again, Cafe Tato has also received another award from. We just received an award from Chef. Chef Hamza. America, sorry. Indian chef, master chef.
Because
Chef Vikas Khanna.
Oh, wow.
that was quite recent.
Yeah, that was quite recent. But yeah, it's been recognized over the years as an iconic brand. Even from TripAdvisor, we had that consistently having reviews
Even with
of more than
Zomato and
5.
Swiggy, yeah,
Yeah, okay.
the best snack brand in Goa. That's what the award that we had received.
So I think you had recently collaborated with a few restaurants. I think was some food
Jamun.
like I think it's Waka Foods and also Jamun.
Jamun.
Yeah. So how was the experience with them, and how did people like that the addition in the
It
restaurant?
was fantastic. I think Wakao jackfruit products that we're doing, the biryani, the dry fry, chili, it's getting very good response. So it was a good collab between them and sort of helped us to move from traditional snacks to something new, something different. And with Jamun, it helped us reach a market which usually doesn't travel to the north to try these things, and helped us to take the Goan perception of Goan food is normally with the tourist as fish curry rice. So this part of Goan food always gets hidden. So Jamunan also आमका एक तो aspect explore करपा मेळ्ळो where it was great to work with Chef Piku and to take this food to a different market altogether.
Okay. And how was the response there?
Very good response. I think people loved it. A lot of conversions that happened from
Now
that.
this is people as in tourists talking about.
Mostly
All
tourists.
like
Mostly tourists and
Goans will know it.
also people who
doesn't-
stay in Mapsa,
And they
who
don't know
stay
about it, yeah.
around that. Don't know about it.
As in they
but
haven't
they
tasted-
travel
yeah,
all
they
the
have
way
to
to
come.
come this side.
Correct.
To take Tato closer to them for a day. A lot of people came to have the Sunday morning ritual at
Yes.
Jamu.
So I think now it's time to get your
So Mapsa is coming.
yeah, you need
so-
to extend out. do you feel that the future of Cafe Tato, should expand in other states as well, or you feel like you should be rooted here only in Goa?
No, we're always open to that.
Always open for opportunities.
Yeah.
Okay. If anytime you've been, if you get an opportunity, you definitely would
Definitely.
do that.
Thank you.
Okay. So, which is one day in the week which you get a lot of people. The crowd it's always full. Is it Sunday?
Mondays is the
Mondays.
busiest.
Sunday mornings are
Sunday
very busy for
mornings
us, especially in Margao.
Mm-hmm.
I think most of the people are veg in Margao on Mondays. So Monday is the busiest day for us.
Okay.
I think Mondays all over Goa is the
Yeah.
busiest of all days.
Mondays, not Sundays, not even Sundays.
Sunday
Mondays.
Sunday
is
mornings.
Sunday morning
Sunday
after
mornings.
mass, people.
Post-mass.
At least will come after mass only. Because it's become people are not interested to go for mass sometimes. They just want to eat their bhaji. Because I'm talking about my experience also. I purposely I still try to come in Panjim. I'm like, okay, what are we going to eat? And after discussing all the options, we're here. Back to this only. Okay. Sage, would you like to give? तुझे loyal customers hai, come from a long time now. What would you say to them?
I think gratitude. Thank you for always being supportive and coming back to us and keeping us afloat. I think they are the ones who made us
For over 100
for
years,
over
that
100
we have been
years
supportive.
Yeah,
through
it's
generations.
century.
For also to the younger parents who get their kids and continue the tradition. I think that is very important.
Yes, yes. I think no one would say no to this because for me though it is comfort food only, because whenever I don't feel like eating anything, now to Swiggy and Zomato has become very easy, so I just make a point that I'm going to order that and I'm going to eat that. I'm happy with the food. I don't even want fish curry rice sometimes, so I'm like, okay, let me order, and then say okay and start kelly order kelly and once I order, hey makai kurbachi no. Then they want to rob from mine, so I personally ordered extra, so I cannot share my plate with them. Okay. So तुमचे आणि किती आता like तुम्ही तर already Vida केला start or तुम्ही Petisco start केला. So is there something more like that, like those kind of restaurants coming up? You feel in future more of that, or you will focus more only on Tato?
Tatos is the focus for now.
At the moment,
At the
yes.
moment,
that is
yes.
the focus. Because there's another Bambolim that is coming
Yes. So
up.
two
We are coming up
outlets.
with another outlet which is right opposite GMC in Bambolim.
Oh, where is that?
Bamboo.
Bambolim.
Bambolim also?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know this. Okay.
So these two are in pipeline, Mapsa and Bambolim. So at the moment, the focus is on Cafe Tato,
Yeah.
growing this particular brand.
Yeah. Nice.
Also, but again, expect a few surprises.
Yeah, we are. I think
Yeah.
everyone would love that. I mean,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think food. No one would say no to food. People want to try different food every day. Even if you have like 5 different, restaurants, the same owner is even doing it. They're going to try everything. People won't say no to food. At least Goans won't say no to food. When it, how you said, like, तुम्ही आता like Jamuna कडे collab केले, when it comes to Goan food, to actually expose your food. So especially the outsiders as in outside Goa कोण आहे त्यांका खबर ना, mostly they go for rice fish curry, how you said. So how would you promote that now? Would you feel like we need to promote that your food, in that way? Like bhaji, suki bhaji, all the stuff, buns be.
Yeah, I mean, with social media, now it's easier to reach out to those people. So of course, we've seen a growth in
Tourist
footfalls.
Because many times these influencers come in and they post out reels and stuff. That's how it has gained more popularity on social media. We are not really doing social media marketing, in-house marketing
Yes.
of Cafe Tato.
So like तुमका तर already tourist येता असतली, the outside Goa people are coming. So तुमका they share anything like an experience they like this bhaji the most here, or what they eat in their states maybe. So, I'm talking about Maharashtra, maybe similar as Tajawan, no, like similar food, but the taste is different. It's a big difference is there.
Completely different. I think
So did they end up compliment you on
Goicha
that?
veg food has a completely different taste profile as compared to anywhere that
I
I've at
think
least
Goan
been.
food is more coconut based
Yes.
compared to other states. It's more onion based gravies that they have.
When you northern side of India, you go, it's mostly
Yeah.
onion. There's no
Yes.
coconut. But the flavor profile of Goan food is completely different as compared to what you get even in the neighboring states or neighboring. I wouldn't say neighboring, border cities of Goa also don't have these recipes. Very few places. I feel.
Yeah, I think so. Because if you travel down south, like Tamil Nadu and Kerala, changes astole like this kind of food.
They
That's
have-
next
they
time,
use
but
coconut,
it is
but
yeah.
it's
But then
not
it
the
is
same.
like it is so spicy and everything. It's according to their taste buds. But if you got a chance to put your outlet there, that over there, would you tenche taste for one to kotola just or it'll be the same?
No, it'll be the same.
It'll be the same.
It'll be the same.
Stick to your core, basically.
That's important because the tenche. I mean, I'm not trying to pull anyone down, but the food there is very spicy and sort of like that. But amkate we cannot actually eat spicy. Goans so can't. It's very spicy. There'll be some people who eat.
Yeah.
But then I don't think so. People. But do you think they will love that? I mean, they have similar way.
So it'll be an experience for them also. Not you.
Trying out something different.
Yeah, trying out something
unique.
different. If I go to Tamil Nadu or Kerala, I would like to try their food.
Yes.
Right, and I would want it to be the same. If
The same.
they start a restaurant here, I wouldn't want them to adapt to my taste. I would like to have it how it's served there. Okay.
Let's start with the rapid fire round.
Okay.
So let's start with the rapid fire round. Okay. Now first, let's go with Pranav or with Ankit.
I think is the elder one. Let him start.
Okay. What do you like? Gold or thick?
Thick.
Are you a early bird or last minute thinker?
Last minute thing.
Last minute thinker. Okay. Innovation or tradition?
Mix of both.
One word to describe Tattoo.
That's a tough one. Consistent.
5 items can you name from your menu? Tattoo.
Yeah, Sukhi, tomato, asana, chole, mushroom, salad.
Tonar
Can
for
go
some
on.
case. So good. Okay, let's go with Ankit. Signature dish that you like.
Suki bhaji.
Do you like old Goa or new Goa?
I like the new
Chai or coffee?
coffee.
Right. One family value you'll never compromise on.
Being grounded.
Legacy, which is this Tattoo legacy of yours. Does it feel like pressure or privilege?
Privilege.
Do you like the morning rush or the evening crowd?
I like the morning rush.
Okay, let me ask one more
won't
question
complain.
to
I
Pranav.
won't complain if both are there.
Yeah, actually, you should be grateful for that. I'm sure you both are. Okay, Pranav. One smell that reminds you of childhood.
The puri frying.
Okay. From the very beginning.
Yeah, from the very beginning. Puri frying. Mirchi or anything hot that's being fried in the kadai.
Okay. If Cafe Tattoo was a person, who would it be?
My great grandfather.
Mr. Keshav?
Mr. Keshav Guri, yeah.
The one who started it.
Yes.
Okay, let's go to you now. Who is stricter about food quality in the family?
I think my uncle, Pranav's dad.
My
Yeah.
father.
Alright. Puri or pav?
Puri.
That's your favorite or his
My
favorite?
favorite.
Both of yours. I think
Puri.
puri no one can resist. Even if you're on diet.
The younger generation is for puris, the older generation is pavs, I would
Especially
say.
the
yeah.
unes and
Une.
katra
But
pavs.
I don't know, I'm just telling my Unyani te flavor ina I feel like
हाँ,
the
तो-
puri. Okay. So it was nice having you guys and thank you for inviting me here and really good to see that and please don't stop doing this because if you all stop this then amka me opana tatochi bhaji and we'll have to go find somewhere else. Okay, and all the best to you guys in even your future restaurants. Whatever you do, I'm sure you're going to excel in that. So, and you guys keep watching Real with Maisel. See you soon. Bye.